DC here. Hi guys. Well, latest installment in SpookyUniversity Alumni. I got the impression maybe the subjects were a little bit too heavy the last times. I don't know. But I thought I'd lighten it up this time because, you know, you've been good students, but you could be better. You could be better still. I guess every teacher has to say that. You always get to improve. Okay, today's subject is going to be related with comic strip characters. So not comic book characters. I mean, I was brought up with those. I mean, Superman, Batman, Supergirl and Wonder Woman. Oh, sorry, off topic. No, comic strip characters. What have they brought to your life? Have they brought anything to your life aside from amusement? Do you actually think about sometimes what they say? Because there's often a message behind that. It's not always just amusement. But I mean, I'm not teaching you anything, am I? I was thinking the other day about the Lowell Abner strip, and then there's Mammy Yoakum, so Lowell Abner's mother, who says, good is better than evil because it's nicer. And then I thought about the people on the schmooze. I mean, maybe the older ones on YouTube know the schmooze, who were so good, so nice, gave their life to feed you and so on, but so naive. Was that the message that was supposed to be conveyed? I don't know. Calvin and Hobbes. There's a lot coming out in Calvin and Hobbes. It can be about imagination. It can be about life at home. It can be about relationship with your parents. I mean, I talked about imaginary friends the last time, but I think actually the thing is there's a lot of things going on about friendship, relationship with bullies, girls. That was all in that strip. One thing I also use comic strips for, I'm wearing this cap because I'm thinking of Andy Capp, is comic strips help you to, I would say, laugh at stereotypes and probably laugh at yourself. It's a nice thing, I think, to be able to laugh at oneself, to realize, you know, that so much can be different and improved. But in a way, sometimes we don't want to change. Why should we always? We don't always have to change. I find also comic strips can be very comforting. I like to, I've been listening for years to For Better or For Worse. Now I know it's one of the comic strips that people love to hate a lot, and it can be pretty mushy at times. But I've followed it more or less since the beginning. It's now going into reruns, we could say. But at first, I would say I loved it because it was a story about a family. And the thing was, actually, is that the characters evolved. They actually got older in the strip. And it was made by a Canadian lady. One strip that talks to me a lot, actually, these days, is Sherman's Lagoon. Sherman's Lagoon is, I would say, a group, I would say a bit of a ragtag society in a lagoon. And Sherman is the dumb white shark. And he's got this overbearing wife. And there's the nerdy turtle and the criminal crab and so on. And, oh yeah, and also there's, I think his name is Ernest again, the geeky kid fish. Now, all of these people, I mean, there's other people as well in this trip. But I mean, the thing is that they all just like kind of, you know, show us about society. And in a way, I mean, they all have their enduring traits, I mean, which actually we kind of get to know and like. I mean, the thing is, if you look at the society in that comic strip, they show you that you need a bit of everybody, of every type. There goes the heating system again. You need a bit of every type of people in a world to make it function correctly. I don't think actually that comic strips are only there, you know, to teach you lessons, of course. I mean, you look at, for example, Beetle Bailey or Blondie So Dagwood and so on. I mean, there are lessons maybe, but you know, sometimes it's just for fun. I know some of you might like editorial comics. Of course, that's not really a comic strip, is it? Sometimes there's recurring themes, though. You think of Doonesbury, things like that. So, okay, you get the drift. Comic strips. Anything to bring out of a comic strip into your life? Are we becoming comic strips? Are we stereotypes? You know, you guys are very imaginative. Feed on this subject. And I'm looking forward to your vids or comments.